One of the most mysterious characters in One Piece is Jewelry Bunny. Oda did introduce her together with the other supernovas in Sabaody, but what was different between her and the other supernovas is this scene, in which she was crying while watching the battle in Marineford. She did care that much that she went after Blackbeard because Bunny was blaming him for what did happen in Marineford. But for whom exactly was she crying? Well, there were a lot of people in Marineford, but we can narrow it down to two people. She was probably crying for Ace or Whitebeard. But let's start with Whitebeard. I don't think that she was crying for Whitebeard, and here's why. When she went after Blackbeard and was defeated, Blackbeard wanted to trade her for a ship with the Marines. But since on the ship was Akainu, Blackbeard did run away because he did not think that Akainu has come to give them a ship. Blackbeard did not want to take any chances and left Bunny and her crew on the island. Based on the conversation between Akainu and Bunny, it seems like Akainu was more interested in Bunny rather than Blackbeard. Akainu did reveal that Bunny was a prisoner of the world government, and she did escape, and this was a big deal. But he did not make it clear when she was arrested by the world government. Was she arrested before she was a pirate and made a name for herself, or after? And the thing that makes things even more complicated here is that we don't know how old Bunny is. When Oda was asked in SBS how old Bunny is, he did not give an answer. And this usually implies that the answer is a spoiler. So if Oda would have revealed how old Bunny is, then her story would have been affected. So this means that Oda has a certain plan for her character. But anyway, the reason why I think that she is not related to Whitebeard is due to her being imprisoned by the world government. We know what happens when someone dares to touch the people that Whitebeard cares. He went to war with the world government because of Ace. When the world government did realize who Ace is, they did offer him the position of the Shichibukai, but Ace did turn them down. And after Ace did join the Whitebeard pirates, the world government did not make a move on him. But then they were scared that Whitebeard plans to make Ace the next pirate king, and that's when they could not afford to just sit idly by. They did not want to deal with another pirate king. Just look at the problems that Roger did cause them. Because of him, there are more pirates in the world now than ever. Roger was the one who started the age of the pirates. He was the one who inspired people to follow their dreams and challenge the dangers of the Grand Line and the world government. So this is why I don't think that Bunny is related to Whitebeard by blood or bond, because he would never let her in the hands of the world government. So I think that she is related to Ace, and that's why she was crying. My theory is that she is a sister of Rogue. So she is Ace's aunt. I think Bunny's age is around 30 or 35 years old. About her name, it could be that Jewelry is not her real last name, and her name is Portugas de Bunny. Or her case is just like Law's, and her full name is Jewelry Portugas de Bunny. Law was told to hide his real name. There are two other ways how she could be related to Ace, but I don't think that either of those is the case. Here's why. The first one, Bunny had a romantic relationship with Ace. I don't think this is the case, because One Piece is not that type of manga. And the second one, Bunny is a daughter of Roger. This is more possible, but I don't think this is the case either. Because I don't think that Oda wants to repeat what he has done in the past. It was a big deal when it was revealed that Ace is the son of the Pirate King, but I don't think this will have the same impact if Oda does the same thing again. I did mention earlier that Akainu said that Bunny did escape from the world government, and this was a big deal. He said, "When I heard that you have fled the government, a chill went down my spine." But here's the thing, Bunny was not imprisoned in Impel Down, because there are only two people who did manage to escape from Impel Down, Shiki and Luffy. There was no mention that anyone else did escape from Impel Down. So I don't think that the world government is after her just because she's a pirate, because if that was the case, then why she wasn't in Impel Down? But I think this has to do with who she is, and that's why she was kept apart from the other prisoners. Before Whitebeard died, he spoke about the will of D, and he said to Sengoku, "As long as that bloodline survives, their flames will never die. That will has been passed down from long ago. And in the future someday a man will appear, bearing the weight of centuries of history on his shoulders, to challenge the world. Sengoku, your world government is afraid of the coming war that will engulf the world." And now it does make sense why Akainu was afraid that Bunny did escape. After all, the D's are known to be as the natural enemy of the gods. The D will always bring the storm. All the Ds that are introduced so far in the story are either affiliated with the world government or they are against them. There is no middle ground. So this is my theory about Bonnie. What do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, like and share if you like this video, and subscribe for more One Piece videos.